Hey everybody, Jem Schofield here with the C47 and another episode of Gearbox. We're actually up here in New Hampshire. Unbelievably beautiful day at Franklin Pierce University, right here on the water. This is one of the nicest days I can remember. And I'm up here teaching Motion and Soundtrack Pro this week. Really nice to sort of shift gears and be doing post-production training again. Really great group of people and sort of figuring out how they're going to integrate those apps into what they're teaching and what they're doing here at the university. Now, today was a big day. Big day because iPhone OS is being rebranded to, I believe it's iOS. I haven't had a lot of time to actually read up on it, but we're obviously seeing that coming out free of charge at the end of June, I believe. This is all from very little data and trying to remember stuff before I shot Gearbox. The OS is obviously evolving, and I think that long term what we're probably going to see, as much as some people may not want to see it, is the iOS and OS X merging into one operating system one day. And you may freak out at that idea, but if I were Apple and I had hundreds of thousands of applications running on devices and I had thousands of applications running on devices, I would probably lean towards figuring out a way to merge those so that I had hundreds of thousands of applications running on all of the devices that I made as a company. So we'll see what happens. But I think that, we've all been joking, or a lot of us have been joking over the years, that we are going to be editing video in Final Cut Pro on an iPhone. And in all honesty, today we sort of moved one step closer to that because iMovie for the iPhone was announced. What that probably means, and when I dig in a little bit more, we'll see, is that we will see that app running on an iPad one day. It's written obviously for the OS, and so if we can get support for the codecs and stuff, the dream that I have of being able to go with a tiny little backpack with an iPad, an HD DSLR camera, and just a small audio kit may become a reality for simple stuff. Stuff like this, where I shoot an episode, I have a little graphic in the beginning, a little logo bug sitting on top of it somewhere. Where do I put it? I think it's... I can't even remember where I put it on the video. It's either on this side or this side. I am leaning towards, I don't know what side it's on, but you guys get the idea. So, and then I can actually take that and bake it up and upload it to Blip or to Vimeo or Exposure Room or to YouTube and actually figure out a way to do that with an iPad. So I'm really excited about that. It's not going to replace Final Cut Pro or any full-featured NLE anytime soon, and for $5 it shouldn't, but I'm still excited about that. I think we're seeing a very rapid evolution of this operating system and the applications that are being built for it. I also downloaded and installed AC-7 Pro for my iPad recently, and I'm using it for surface control in both Final Cut Pro and Soundtrack Pro. Pretty amazing that it supports the Mackie protocol, and for $10, out of control insanity. So exciting stuff. And I got a comment today from, let me read this, from James V. Just came through from the C47. He made a comment on Silly Me saying, "You posted a video about a mistake you made? Why? Very strange. Running out of topics? Well, that's his post. And I have to say that it's quite the opposite. I love posting things about mistakes that I make. Most of the stuff that I've ever learned and gotten better at has to do with mistakes. Being on the set as a producer and seeing things done that could be done better, could be done the right way, and then oftentimes myself making mistakes and then making adjustments in the future so those mistakes are not made again. So I think that most of us have gotten better at what we do by somewhat trial and error. That doesn't mean that it's completely trial and error. There's lots of great information out there, lots of great information to disseminate, but when we run into a mistake, sometimes it's great to share that so that other people don't make that mistake. They can just make all their own mistakes. So there you have it for today. Definitely not running out of topics, and I'll see you guys next time on Gearbox.